everything, it is my pleasure to introduce you to our main guest for today, Sad Songs Funny Guy, the rise of our guest artist after conquering the world with one of the biggest hugot songs. Someone You Loved is plotting his next move from lockdown. And growing up in Bathgate, Scotland, a small town near Glasgow, he first began making music at the age of 9. And as a sole force behind his relatable songs, he has found infinite value in creating the emotionally charged material that makes up much of his music. So without further ado, ladies and gentlemen, please welcome Lewis Capaldi. Woo!
Yeah! Woohoo! Hello, I'm here.
Yes.
How's it going, everyone?
Hi. Hi, Lewis.
Hello.
Good morning.
Hi,
it's evening right here in the Philippines. I just have a few questions for you. My first question is, among all of the songs that you've ever written in your career as a musician, do you have a favorite? And if you do, why is it your favorite?
Someone You Love, because it made me the most money. No, I'm joking. No, I honestly do think it's Before You Go, and I don't know if maybe that's because it's the last song I wrote for this record, but it is definitely like that. I don't know, I just playing it live is so special, and I don't know, I think Before You Go for me is the favourite one that I've done, and I think that's not including stuff that I've written since, but like I think out of the songs that have been released, Before You Go, or maybe a song on my album called Fade, that are very special, just because live you can really feel like I don't know, it just feels really special when you play them live, and the connection with people that you get is incredible.
All right. And speaking of special songs and connections, how important do you think music is right now, especially during this age when everyone is going through the pandemic, several lockdowns all over the world? How important do you think music is for people?
Oh, incredibly, and I don't think it's just music. I think it's everything. I think film, TV, radio, like hearing people. I think it's just nice to know. Again, it's a bit a similar thing, like I was saying with like the song. It's just, again, it's nice to know there's other people out there, especially if you've been locked in your house for such a long time, or you know, it's nice to kind of, you have to find a way to kind of, I guess, feel in tune with the rest of the world. And I think, yeah, through stuff like TV, film, music, radio, whatever, I think sport as well, when it's allowed, I think it's it's because it brings people together and reminds people, just of like that we're not in this on our own sort of thing. Do you know what I mean? Obviously, people's circumstances vary, and some people have been hit a lot worse than others with the pandemic. But I think it's just nice to know that, I mean, music can get people through anything. So I think, a global pandemic is not excluded from that.
Yeah, since we can't really go out, we just have to connect with each other in different ways. Yeah.
Different ways, yeah.
I totally
exactly.
agree with that. Yeah.
Today, joining me is One Click Straight.
Alright, I'll start. I'm Sam, I play the guitars and I do backing vocals.
Hi guys, I'm Topher. I play the bass and I sing.
Hello, I am Tim and I play the drums.
And I'm Joel, but people call me J Papi for some reason.
Why is J Papi a thing, bro?
Oh man, it goes back in the ancient days when the Mesopotamians, they were like, oh, call it J Pop. And it happened.
How have you guys been doing this whole lockdown situation?
I think it's a 50-50. 50% we're good, 50% not so good kind of thing. It's hard, to be honest. It's hard. Being as a band and even as individuals lang living life, it's very difficult these days. At least us in the music industry, it's hard to, there's no gigs, there's no shows, so we're all just living and surviving through the projects we can get along the way. But we're trying our best to keep it real at all time, keep it breezy, and to encourage each other as brothers to just keep it real and survive.
How did you guys come up with the band name?
Ito yung thing I kind of envy other bands that have a reason for it. Some bands would have really cool names na this is what do you call this? It shows who we are kind of thing. But we actually don't. There's like 2 reasons for it. So to all the listeners, listen up. Number 1, the sad theory, because we've been a band for so long and we kind of forgot the process. Number 1 is nahanap sa internet. I think Tim was searching through the net for band name generator, and then boom, one click straight, rock and roll. But then we go for this cheesier theory na we all believe by heart.
It's true.
Tim just woke up one day knowing na one click straight yung band name, and bam, that's it.
That's the truth. Sometimes kasi when you wake up, there's just the abundance of the heart, the mouth. One click straight.
Tama yan.
Yeah.
What is your songwriting process like now compared to what it was before? I mean, who did what?
For different songs, it varies. There's a lot of... It's weird eh. I don't really know. It's usually Tim and I, we just write songs. And usually through guitar, instruments. Pero one thing na nagbago, I can say, with a pure heart, na one thing that changed these days is the way we make ideas are parang crazier than the usual na. Parang we broke the box of where we were before. Before we would parang stay na in the process na we should use guitars and pianos to write songs. These days, kahit ano na eh. Like, may kwento ako dun sa isa naming song. We were making this song. It's called Minsan. And it started off with using this exact earphones. I was recording mouth percussion. It sounds like... We looped it and we used that as the backing loop to actually make the song. So sometimes ganun yung process. Minsan weird lang na loop made with these earphones, and then we branch off and make songs from there. Medyo crack.
That sort of process makes your sound unique from different bands?
Oh yeah, I think, I'm not sure because I don't barge into the way like how other bands do it, so I will never really know. Pero I think everybody in the world, all musicians can actually play the same stuff we're playing and the same stuff we're composing. But nobody can be like us four. Nobody can be like Tim Marquez because everybody's unique in their own way. So I think yung unique traits of us four create this sound called One Click Straight, and I think that's what makes us unique.
All of your songs, what do you think describes One Click Straight the most?
I think it kind of changes through the years. Parang before, we used to base off our whole sound from this track called Velvet. It's from The Midnight Emotion album. We kind of based off that dancey, city, vague type of... I don't know, it's hard to explain. Yeah, I think the song that would describe us right now, Manila. Manila, our track called Manila. So I think that would represent us right now. We're dancing, may pagka-reality in the way we talk about things. And yung soundscape niya is a bit nostalgic in a way, but at the same time modern.
You guys agree?
Everybody say amen.
Amen.
Ito na lang, pang Miss Universe na question. What do you think is the importance of music in these trying times?
My family,
I think it's gonna sound a bit cheesy. Tatawa ko yun. But this will sound cheesy, but I think musicians and artists in general, I think they're like the gatekeepers to culture in some way. Like, no matter how hard people try, or it just subconsciously, people just tend to look up to artists to be the ones that would dictate where culture is now, kind of in a way. So besides the importance of music being expression alone, I think the importance as well is parang it could be like that beacon of where people look up to, na parang okay, this is where we all are right now as a people, like as a country, as a culture, ganun. Kasi yun lang naman talaga nagdidictate. So it can be in any art form, movies, music, art, literature.
One aspect that music can actually offer is just like help people get in touch with emotions rather than like what reality is dictating them to feel. Kasi nga parang obviously like right now when you see online, like it's so noisy, it's really messy when you look into, I don't know, every day that you hear the news and this is what life is right now, ganyan. And I feel like music can actually, I don't know, help just get through it. Music can actually get in touch with what you should be feeling. And if you want to feel like happy, if you want to feel in love, you can feel that when you hear a certain song. Gets mo, parang it can help you get away from the reality and just feel something else.
First, we just want to say thank you to everyone who's been listening to our music, who's been subscribing to our pages. Shout out to Nostalgics, our loyal family who's been following us all these years. Maraming salamat. Everybody should stay safe, stay alert, stay updated, and, drink lots of water these days. Yeah. And for future announcements, focus muna tayo on staying safe.
Yeah.
Priority, what you call it.
Priorities.
How are you doing this pandemic?
Good, man. I mean, I've been watching like anime, watching movies, playing video games, and making music then. But yeah, working out too.
Of course, you're releasing your music naman, no?
I don't know, man. Like not anytime soon actually, because I just released the 88 Rising project, Kaori. So Kaori is actually like, I was just trying to like, I watched the show called Your Lie in April, and yeah, I wrote the song about the main character. I was just kind of like trying to mirror like what I felt when I watched the series.
Any upcoming music?
I don't know yet. Nothing for sure, but probably like next year. But I'm working on an album, but yeah, I'm just taking it day by day because a lot of things are happening with the pandemic also. So it's taking a backseat. I think. Yeah, I'm just taking a backseat, focusing on studies actually. But...
For those who do not know, how does the genre of your music differ from another genre?
I don't know. Like I feel like my genre of music is kind of like pop, but I try to add like my own taste into what I create. But I guess if I were to put it in a genre, it would be like pop or like dream pop.
How about your songwriting process? Is it always are they always like personal experiences or an experience of a friend?
Actually, yeah, both of those, man. Like, I usually write songs when I feel something. So like whatever it is, or like wherever that feeling comes from, that's how I write it. So like like my friend would like tell me a story, or like I'd watch like a movie. Yeah, like that's where I can get like inspiration from. Like those are the reasons why I can create music with such emotion.
Well, among your songs, what is your favorite?
Among my songs, what is my favorite? I think Angel Eyes for sure. I mean, Angel Eyes was the one I had the most fun writing.
Among your songs, my favorite is of course Lie to Me and Into You.
Thank you so much, man.
How do you want your music to affect the people, especially during these times?
Music for me is like really genuine. It's like a genuine experience, and I don't know, like for me, I really love it when like listeners will like message me and they'll be like, you're helping me like go through a rough time, and I think that's what I want people to like take from my music. It's like, I want them to seek comfort in it and like know that we share like the same weight. Like, you know what I mean? Like it might not be the same pain, but it's like the same thing. And that's what I want to do with my music. Well, I want to say thank you. Like, I mean, I'm really grateful. I'm grateful for everything, for all the opportunities that I have. Because, like not a lot of people get the same amount of opportunities. And I really am grateful that I am lucky enough to have these. But yeah, I just want to tell like everyone that listens to my songs that they're the reason why I can still do it. Like parang in any job naman, like you need to earn money from it, diba? Like in order to keep going, dapat you're earning money. Like that's just reality. And the way I can keep creating music is because people listen to my music. And that's really the best feeling, and that's really why I'm really grateful for that. Yeah, stream Kaori, stream my music video on 88 Rising and Angel Eyes on my channel.